Hello my lovelies, a wonderful Monday. I have just been making some takjim in my Instant Pot. The chicken and the veggies are resting, the noodles are cooking and it's about to be done, and I am so looking forward to see how it turned out. It's my first time making takjim, and I'm excited to see what it's going to taste like. So far I only had takjim in restaurants and I love it. It's my favorite soup. I feel like this is going to have very little liquid because the noodles are all taking it in. I think I will have to add some liquid. Going off recipe, never a good idea when I'm trying something for the first time. But if you see that, that's all the liquids left. It's just not enough. Yep, this is it. Oh, so good. What is this week's reading plan? I want to read and finish The Family Upstairs, which is a Once Upon a Book Club book. I'll talk about that more later on. Then I want to finish Reverie for the Booksplosion book of the month, and then the Starless Sea for the Read, Rate, Review book club. And then I have a non-fiction book that my father gave to me, and I want to finish that as well. And I don't have a plan for February yet, so let's get through these and see where we get to, and then I'll make a plan until the weekend and we'll see. February I'm going to be on 2 business trips, 3 weeks pretty much, so I won't be able to read as much. Maybe I will in the hotel room and on the flight, but I shouldn't count on it. So let's get some food in my belly. Good morning my lovelies, it's Wednesday. My Tuesday is literally nothing to talk about. I just had work. I had a friend come over, but she pretty much just learned Korean while I was working. She just needed some company. On my way to the hair salon, hoping to be able to read there and looking forward to my new hair. And then I'm gonna have to find a later point today or during this week. I don't know how long I'm gonna be at the hair salon, so I'm gonna find a place to get my nails done either later today or later this week. So let's go. So I am back from the hair salon. I am back from getting my nails done. I wanted to get very simple light nails, and look what I ended up with. But honestly, they looked so cool that I could not resist. And now I have dark nails. Yeah, so I'm gonna have dark nails for a couple of weeks. And then probably before going to Seattle, I'll have them redone in a lighter color. But guys, I'm gonna have to show them to you up close because this is just, they look fabulous. All right, so while I was at the hair salon, I read quite a bit, and I came onto page 179, which had another Open Your Gift thingamajig. I did not think that this would happen because I, in my mind, was just considering page 265, which is a big one. So if you don't know what I'm talking about here, just watch last week's vlog. I'm talking about the Once Upon a Book Club box, how it works. You can see me opening up the first 2 presents, and if you are looking to test out their service, I believe I have a discount code. I'm not an affiliate or I'm not getting paid or anything. I purchased these with my own money. They just have this like referral scheme where if one of their subscribers refers to somebody, this person will get some money off, and the referrer will I think get $5 towards the next renewal. So if you're interested in checking it out, I would be really, really honored if you would use my link. It will give you a little bit of money off, and it will make my purchase a little bit cheaper. I spend so much money on subscription boxes that I can really use anything that helps here. So page 179, as you can see, there's something printed in here. And I'm not going to go into details to not give you any spoilers, but I'm expecting this to be an exact replica of this. So these are the only two books that I then still want to read from January's TBR. This is a non-fictional book given to me by my dad, and it is about language and barriers, and how immigrants, especially refugees, meeting is not the right word, but how they're confronting the German language. And I think this is going to be quite interesting. I do want to read a nonfiction book every single month this year, and this is this month, and I'm not pushing that out. So that is a have to. And then I am really looking forward to reading Snowflower and the Secret Fan. This is for a book club. I think this is Books and Jam book club. And I have another book from Lisa C. on my TBR that I really, really wanted to read. And I'm quite excited to read this in the book club. How many pages do we have here? It's like 250. All right, so stop talking, more doing. So I made it to the third gift. Da ta ta. Ooh, that's looking good. Oh, look, it says Once Upon a Book Club on here. That's cute. That's actually quite nice. It has room for a phone. And then there's a key. Why is there a key? Okay. And then this opens up and there's another key. To a full wallet. This is really nice. So I'm wondering if the 3 keys might be something that is happening in the book. And yeah, these are like unwelded keys. They have no signature on nothing. So this is a novelty item, making this purse become live from the book.
So I just arrived in the city where I have my Korean class. It is Thursday, if you haven't guessed. And aside from just doing my normal work and everything, I haven't done anything today, really. I was quite effective at work, got a lot of things done, and then towards the end of the day, it was like, yeah. Yay, stupid me. So it looks like I have deleted the Sunday evening wrap-up of my week 3, which contained crucial information. So I need to retape it right now. I have no clue how I summarized my week. I have no clue how I summarized my reading. Probably I wasn't talking about it all too well because there wasn't that much reading going on, right? But the important thing that I need to talk to you guys about is that I have been thinking about, and I think in next week's vlog, I am for the first time thinking about it on camera, and I had already taped it in this wrap up, considering cutting it. And then next week I'm talking about it, and then I think the week after I'm talking about it as well. So basically what I am trying to say is that I have decided to put some questions for my giveaways into my vlogs. It worked quite well during the Christmas season that the people who were actually watching my vlogs and my unboxings on my channel, they were actually winning stuff. And yes, I know I still have to send a few items. I'm delayed with I think 2 or 3 boxes, and I apologize so much, but life has been crazy. Anyways, I wanted to put some of the questions that you would have to answer into my vlogs so that we can really see who is subscribed and watching, and you guys have a much higher chance of winning. And I don't care if the same person wins 10 times. If it's a person who is watching my channel, then this is the person I want to give back to, because you are giving me so much. I appreciate it so much that you're giving me the feedback, that you're watching my content, and I want to give back to you, not to people who are just coming in here for a quick win and don't even care about any of the videos. So, long talk short, what I'm saying is that I have a question, and I urge you not to repeat the question or write it in full under the giveaway video. So my question is, what is your second letter of your screen name on YouTube? It has to be on YouTube, so be very careful about it. Needs to be the screen name that shows up when it's the comment. What is the second letter of that screen name? Tell me your favorite item that you can get in a box beginning with that letter. So my name is Subscription Box Addict, so the second letter would be an U. So for me, it would be something with a U. Unicorns. Whatever. It doesn't have to be true. If it's true, extra points to you, but it doesn't have to be true. It is just a way for me to double check, are you subscribed and have you watched?
So I finished the family upstairs, and I am a little bit torn about my rating. I'm probably going to give it a 3-star. I don't know if I summarized what this book is about in this vlog already. I think I did not. So in the family upstairs, we are following 3 perspectives of 3 different people that are tied together through their family history. One of these is Libby, who has been in a foster home. She was adopted because her parents died very early on, and she learns pretty soon after her 25th birthday, which is believe what happens in the first chapter or so, that she has inherited a house, and that her parents actually were not killed in a car crash. They died through a suicide pact, and which was believed in a cult, and there were believed to be other children there, and these other children never turned up. So we're starting out this mystery by following her and trying to uncover what happened in this house, what happened with the parents dying, etc. And as I said, we're following 3 perspectives, and bit by bit you find out who these people are, and it uncovers layer after layer after layer in a very nice pace. So why 3 out of 5 stars? First of all, I was engaged throughout. I really enjoyed reading this, but for me, somehow I didn't feel a connection. I didn't feel, I couldn't evolve empathy for anything happening to these characters. It somehow all felt a little bit absurd and detached in a way. So when things were unraveled, it didn't really bother me, if that makes sense. So my emotional involvement was very, very little. Also, for me, there was just a little bit, it was just a little bit too, I don't know, it just moved along slowly, nicely, but there was no ups and downs. It wasn't a page turner where I couldn't put it down. It was a nice story to follow. I enjoyed it, but it didn't grip me as much as I wanted to. So this is where it's lacking for me, but that doesn't mean that this type of thing isn't exactly for somebody else. So I think objectively it's quite good. It's just not what I want in a book. And for me, there was just a little oomph missing. I don't know if you can hear this, but I hate this. On Saturdays, 12 o'clock, they are testing sirens, the sirens in cities that are supposed to warn the public of a danger. And for some reason, because I live in a part of Germany where I don't feel like it's a known issue that these are used at all. I mean, we don't live in like a hurricane area, or we don't live in an area where you have natural catastrophes in a way that these would be used. All I'm associating these sirens with is from the movies of the World War. So I don't know, they're loud, they're obnoxious, and for some reason I have to, like, my mind, because in Germany we are getting drilled with history lessons about the Second World War in school like crazy. At least my generation was. So much that you don't know what to think anymore. Well, that's not a true statement, but you really talk about it so much that it becomes a part of your DNA. And I think that's kind of the intention, to avoid anything like the World War from happening again. For my opinion, not necessarily the right approach, because it's always easy to say in hindsight that something was wrong, but we would have to look into how to avoid falling for it, and how to think critically, and how to question our authority, and these kind of things. And that's not taught by, ooh, the World War was really evil, and racism is evil, and prejudice is evil, which it is and it was, but I don't think that we are avoiding history to repeat itself by just teaching this. I think it's way more important, from things that my grandma told me, who has lived through this. It was more often they didn't really see what was happening until it was too late for most of the public. And this is something I believe that is always easy to judge on later on, but it's very hard to live through and to learn how to not close your eyes and actually see what's going on. So I don't think that we're being taught that by the extensive history lesson. But what I'm saying is that all these things, this history lesson becomes so much a part of our DNA that in some cases it feels very close to not having experienced it myself, not by a long shot, but you know, when you wake up after a weird dream and you feel emotionally tied to it, although you feel distant to it at the same time, that kind of describes it the best. So when I hear these sirens, I automatically think airstrike. It's completely stupid, because I have never been in an airstrike. I have been very, very prejudiced, very, very lucky in that I've been growing up very safely. But my mind goes to the Second World War and what I've seen in movies, and what I've read in books, and what I've heard in history lessons. And I don't know, completely crazy. And this got really dark really quickly, I believe. Anyways, I hate these sirens, and they get tested Saturdays at 12, and every single time when they get tested, even though I know that it's a test, I get a shock. And well, that's all I wanted to say, really. Yay! Look what came again today. I adore this box. I don't think I've talked about it properly in the beginning of the week. So the Once Upon a Book Club is one of my all-time favorite boxes. Not necessarily because of the content of the because of the quality of the product. To be honest, this box can be a hit or miss. Lately it has been more and more of a hit, but I've had a few boxes where I was on the fence about the quality. I mostly like the selection of books. I have
gotten the YA one a lot in the past, and I have a few reading vlogs on my channel with this one. I do think I have a lot more unedited vlogs, and maybe I still get to edit them at one point. Anyways, the concept of this box is that they come with a book, and this is the adult version. So I don't know what book is inside yet. So this is what the box looks like. A lot of stuff falling towards me. So the book is The Last Letter from Juliet. Torn apart by war, can she find her way back to him? Inspired by the brave women of the Second World War, this is a moving and powerful novel of friendship, love, and resilience. Okay, not sure if this is for me, but honestly, I have 3 boxes here right now, and I am not sure with any of those 3 if they are for me. One is more of a, it feels like it's going to be more in the chick-lit direction, and the other one, I don't even remember really what it was. It might be more for me. I don't know. It also always comes with a quote from the book, beautifully made up. The most beautiful woman in any room is the woman with the most joy in her heart. That's a nice quote, isn't it? And then we have the gifts, and I think we have, for the first time ever, 5 gifts. Woohoo! So I'm trying to show them all to you in a way that you can see them all. Look at that. These are the 5 gifts, and this one is more of a novelty item. So usually they do 4 gifts, and if 3 of those 4 gifts are already a certain value, the 4th is a novelty gift. And with novelty gift, what I mean is that it's a letter that they printed and made up and designed real nice, or some photos that they are talking about in the book. So just a product that is just designed by them and printed, but not a material value product. But it looks like we have 4 material value products, and these are so like, what are they going to be? So I think I'm going to have to read this because I'm so excited about these gifts. Honestly, I'm excited about the gifts from the last one as well. And in last week's vlog, I was talking about, which one to read, which one to start, or was it the week before? Because we have this huge gift waiting. So yeah, but I love this box. I love this concept, and it's just so freaking expensive to get it here. The shipping is so expensive, and I think I pay like $60 per box because of how expensive shipping is, and the pure material value of the products is definitely not there for $60. But it is such an amazing experience that I love, and I know that quite a few of you love seeing reading vlogs where I unbox this box as well. So I keep getting it, but honestly, I should pause or stop because I can't afford it. So I have 3 more hours before I wanted to be in bed. I still need to do my walk, and I'm thinking I probably need to be out for an hour. I then still have the last batch of laundry, which shouldn't take me long. Then I need to refilm the giveaway. I'm not going to film the TBR fully. I'm not going to do the shelf, but I think I'm going to tell you about it. So filming wise, I need to get the giveaway done and uploaded. Then I wanted to finish 1 manga. I need to go get some money to pay people before I leave. And I think I'm just going to do that on my walk. So if I can ever find my wallet again. I think I already packed it, but it's not in my... Anyways. Did I pack it in the other bag? No. Okay. Keep calm. So what do I need to do? I need to finish paperwork for my son. I need to do some cooking. I need to do my walk. I need to do the giveaway and the final bits. Oh, and the UK box. So the winner who won in the UK, that I'm bringing the box to the UK with me. And then, well, shower and everything. And that all in 3 hours isn't going to happen, but let's see to getting it happen as quick as possible. Right. Let's find my wallet and then let's go.
Do you know that feeling when you desperately need to go, but there's like just one more little thing that you need to do? That's me right now. So I need to pack my books. I'm gonna bring these two. I'm so looking forward to reading them. I need to bring a pen because, as I said, people are writing in it, and I need to find a pen that is a different color. So I'll need to pick that out. And I will be bringing Holly Banks Full of Angst, which is the Once Upon a Book Club book. And I have obviously not started reading it, but I want to open the page 7 item right now because I do not want to bring it because it's big. And I was so excited to get this. So I'm going to pack the other ones, but I'm going to open page 7 right now. So let's see what they're talking about on page 7. And I'm going to talk to you about this book probably next week. I don't know. From the tote, Penelope pulled a giant cellophane gift bag. So this is probably a tote bag, right? I think in last week's vlog, I was talking about it, that it feels like a bag, which I find amazing. Oh, that stinks, but I think what stinks is this outer wrapping. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It is a very universal bag, so which is good because this is probably something that most people might like. When I'm back, I'm going to fill it up, see how much fits in it, and because I'm a little bit worried about how much actually fits. And yeah.
So, the sound should be better. I have my mic on. I just arrived in the lounge in Düsseldorf Airport, sitting here in a really comfy chair. I do need to eat something. I've been having so much trouble eating lately. I do need to eat something. So I picked some fruit salad, some yogurt, banana, and let's see what I can get down. And hopefully in time for the flight, I will see if I can actually keep it down, so I don't have to go while I'm on the flight. But I am in row 1, so even if I do, it's close. All right, so I will be starting with 10,000 Skies Above You. I can't talk too much about this because this is the second book in a series. Pretty much what happens in the first one, without spoiling the first one, is that this girl realizes, or she finds a way to jump into alternative worlds. It's really hard to figure out what I can tell you about the first book without spoiling anything. And this is like a romancy, fantasy, maybe a little bit sci-fi because we're jumping in between the worlds kind of story. And you know I'm not that much into romance, but I am a sucker for jumping between alternative realities and stuff. So the first book really was very satisfying this way, and I hope the second one is too. I do love the cover as well, and stuff is falling out. Let's see how far I can get. I shouldn't stay here too long, maybe half an hour max, and then get to the gate. So let's go. So I ended up mostly listening to The Wayward Children and not reading physically. I don't know, I just felt like tiredness in the eyes. Sometimes happens with especially with the airplane air. So yeah, I mostly listen to it, and I'm now at 80%, and I'm thinking that this is going to be between a 3 and a 5, 3 and a 4 star. I do enjoy this storyline. Almost one of the best out of all of the Wayward Children books. There is not as much mystery and thrill and something. I'm not expecting a huge like climax, surprise, or whatever, but it's enjoyable. It's extremely enjoyable, and I like the world that it plays in. It's quite straightforward in a way. That it's easy to understand and it's still different enough to be exciting. My issue, which gives it 1 or 2 stars less. Let me just sit up properly. All right. So the issue that I have that is giving it 1 or 2 stars less is that there are time jumps. I feel like this could have been I don't want this to be a much longer book because it's nice that it's so quick and easy and fun. But there's jumps of like a year or two and only mentions of within 1 or 2 sentences what happens, and you have to figure out the rest for yourself. And it's in a way that just doesn't make that much sense to me. I feel like I have these plot holes that I'm missing that I wish I hadn't. I know it's intentional, and I know you can still follow the storyline and you don't need it, but it feels like I've been skipping a chapter or 2 each time, and I do not like that feeling. So that does deduct 1 or 2 stars for me. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna decide at the end. So 20 more percent. I'm going to listen to that in a taxi to the hotel, and first I'm going to figure out if I can use public transportation, but probably honestly with my 26 kilo bag I don't really feel like taking taking public transportation because this bag is heavy. Okay, so let's grab an Uber. So I was down in the pool, which was great. Honestly, it was a little bit crowded, but still fine. But they had a steam room, which I loved. Then I went down to the bar again to meet my colleague, and we worked for 3 hours to finish up some presentations for tomorrow. And now I'm just in time, back in my room, in my bed. It's close to midnight, and I have the Super Bowl on, and let's see how long I'm going to be able to follow that before I'm going to fall asleep. Luckily, tomorrow we're not starting before 1 p.m., so I can sleep in a little, so I don't need to go to bed right now. But I need to have my full sleep, and if I'm going to get tired at like 3 a.m., I'm going to sleep. Let's see how long I can do it. So I did start into 1,000 Skies Above You. Not much into it, but like I think 2 chapters or so. 2.5 chapters. It's a great start into a second book. I feel like the author did an amazing job at summarizing the first book and bringing you right back into the action right away. That's such a hard thing to do in like I don't know. She did it so well, and I'm so super stoked for this. So hopefully I get enough reading time tomorrow. With all the participants coming in and everything being so excited. It's going to be hard to find the reading time tomorrow, but I'm going to try. I am super excited about this book, so. All right, let's watch some Super Bowl. Well, hello. I just realized that I forgot to say goodbye
goodbye last night, so I'm saying goodbye this morning. Overall, this reading week was interesting, to say the least. I really enjoyed a couple of things that I read. I did enjoy my reading time, but I am a little bit sad that I couldn't get to the 2 books that I really, really wanted to finish in January, even though I allowed myself to read on February 1st, and it still didn't help. So I'm a little bit sad about that. I am hoping, in my like completely illusional mind, that I am staying so on track in February with my plans that I can scoot them in there. But honestly, who am I kidding? My plan for February is so like, full, especially with 3 weeks of traveling. There's no way in hell that I'm going to be able to do that. So let's stay on track next week as good as possible, and I'm gonna have to find a way to get to these 2 books somehow. I don't know. But I've been enjoying a lot of my reading time. I'm excited to be traveling again and to see how my body reacts to hotel food and that kind of stuff, and how to manage these things, because it's different to go into a restaurant and at home, where I can take away 2/3 of the portion and eat it the next day. Here, I don't have a fridge in my room. I don't necessarily, well, and it could become very non-social if I don't join for the dinners. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play it by ear and see how it works and learn how to deal with my new life. So it's a learning experience, which is good, isn't it? All right, so this is it for this week. I hope you really enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment down below. I am really, really appreciative of all of your engagement here. And I hope to see you again real soon on my channel. Until then, bye!